I mean, it's not hard for a fucking bear to disappear and nobody notices it.
Yeah.
Not you anyway. That's what it is. Yes.
You tell her about them dragging it out?
Well, I told her they answered, or they messaged me.
Who?
Sounds good.
Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, conditions not ideal for this one, at least not for the offense. The wind is howling in from the outfield.
Yeah, players are going to hit some balls really hard, and they're just going to be routine fly balls to the outfield. Very frustrating for the hitters. But I tell you what, defensively, you really like it because you can play a little bit deeper but be aggressive on everything off the bat coming in.
And towing the slab, Eric Rubio. What do you got on him, Chris?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at bat.
Just about to get started. Leading off, Heath Lintner.
Heath Lintner.
And that's how this game gets started. Late swing fouled off. And the 0-2. Almost got him. Ripped to third. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. 2 down, bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Henry Lamb.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Foul ball. That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. On to the bottom of the first. No score. First, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Nolan Norman. What do we have on him?
Teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning. Step.
And a foul ball. Next offer in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball, that's in.
And that one hammered. Carrying well. Caught just shy of the wall. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Fred Diaz. Norman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in Canada. Right through there for a strike. And that one almost got him. Got him. 2 gone.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
No, inside.
Stays alive. Off
That's
the
ball
mark
3.
there. And now 3-2. That one ripped left field. Into the dive, and he got it. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Robbie Zimborski. Line drive, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
That hits the inside corner for a strike. And it's second. Far off foul. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Michael Morales. Hitless in the first two games of the series. He's 0 for 8. In the air, right field. He's got it. Out number 2.
At second, the center fielder, Alfredo Calcano.
There's a strike. And on second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Matt Rocker steps in for the Royals. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Step off throw to first. And he's back in on a dive. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Inside corner for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Next offering misses. 2-2. That one is upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Right through there, got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Bottom of the second, digging in, Forrest DeMonte.
Number 9, Forrest DeMonte.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Fastball for a strike. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Foul ball still 0-2.
He's great
Inside
hitting
ball.
the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, left field. Pena gets under it, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ball, that's low.
And it's 1-1. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now Fred Diaz. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. 2 down.
That is seven. The center fielder, Ryan Stovall.
Ball, inside.
Tovar matched a homer in his last game. And that's
That's
in
a
the
ball.
dirt. Ball 2.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with. Surprised all of us right down the middle. Doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Benjamin off of first with 2 away. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. Royals out in front, 1-0. New inning getting started. Leading off, Felipe Gonzalez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. Fortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Ball 1. Ball, that's it.
Inside,
that's off the plate.
just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. Rivera, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Two on, 1 out.
Some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The 2-1. And that one
Inside,
missing
ball 3.
inside. A sharp slider.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That one lifted to left. Makes the grab.
Up next to the plate, the catcher, Robbie Zimborski.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Robbie Zimborski. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
That's out.
First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That misses. Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Sliced hard but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Royals strand a pair, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Xavier Carter. Carter launched a pair of homers in his last game. Breaking ball misses down and away. Fastball for a strike.
That's not the first time they've watched a fastball zip high for a strike. I don't know if they're taking intentionally in those spots, but I'd like to see them more aggressive with those pitches.
That one ripped, but foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That's a ball.
Saunders working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Foul ball there. One and 2 here. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 now. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
To second, pulls him off the bag.
Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate, and it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
1 out, runner at second. Gomez Phelps will hit next. Fly to center his first time. And that one fouled off. One out, a runner at second here in the last half of the third.
Right through there for a strike. So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
got him swinging.
Now, left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Ball, that's out.
Man at second. Drilled out towards left center field. Colzado giving chase. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 3 innings complete. The Royals lead it 1-0. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Start of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Luis Pena. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Damon Rogers, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Lopes getting cranked up as well.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
This one in the air, center field. Tovar on the move. And there's one away.
Up next to the Royals, the shortstop, Michael Morales.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And here is Alfredo Calzado.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. KC down in order. They lead it 1-0. Bottom 4. Here's a big power threat. Cody Berger. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Calzado settles underneath it and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Up next for the Lions, the left fielder, number 9,
Hey!
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And that skips into there. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Billy Benjamin getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Benjamin.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. That is the inning. The Royals on top here, 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the second baseman, Matt Rocker.
Switch hitter batting from the right side here. It's so impressive over the course of his career how he's been able to become a force on both sides of
Inside,
the
ball
plate.
1. Yeah!
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. He gets there with the slide. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field to Monty. Settles underneath it. And there's one down.
The back. Designated hitter, Keith Lintner.
So here's the Royals DH, Keith Lintner. He's 0 for 1.
That hits the corner. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. One out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much, or 0-2 count. Just try to overthrow that pitch.
In the dirt. That one almost got him. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Sends him down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike three. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Manager out of the dugout now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Eric Rubio out of the game. And he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. The new pitcher in the game, Damon Rogers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ball inside.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Runners at first and second with one gone.
Hey!
Here's a 1-1. Softly hit to third.
No,
just
foul ball.
foul down the right field line. Wow. 2 on, 1 out.
Ball 2.
Outside
ball
low.
3.
And the count is filled up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Three-2 now. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Rocker over at second. Linkner at first. One gone. In the air to left center. Tovar on the move. Brings it in.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Henry Lamb now at the plate. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Hey!
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Out to short. Berger throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. Royals strand a pair, but they still lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now the right fielder, Fred Diaz.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
0-1 now.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball 2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. And that one upstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Good job to fight that one off. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty. He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's the third baseman, Xavier Carter. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. That catches the corner. The 0-1. Just missed. Outside.
Outside.
2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And a 2-1 on the way. Fastball for a strike. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
It's softly on the ground left side. Tags the runner. On to first double play. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. KC leads this one 1-0. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And here is Robbie Zimborski.
Robbie Zimborski.
lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. To Monty, on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. That's out number 2.
Up next to the hole, the pitcher.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Damon Rogers won't go any further, and a good job from the opener. Didn't allow a hit. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. Julius Lopes gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the shortstop, Michael Morales. And there's a strike. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Royals, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Alonso Gomez Phelps.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball. Down. Ball. That's out.
Trying to get him to chase and to change up that time.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And that one ripped to left. It drops in, gets away a little bit, and the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there, stepping up to the challenge. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And that one fouled off. Tying run is at first here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground out to short, and he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
First and second, no outs. Berger digs in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he'll walk. The shortstop takes the ball. And the count 1-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Here's a 1-2. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Nolan Norman gives way. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Gary Dopp on a pitch out of the pen here. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Nope.
And no,
That's
they
inside.
haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Out towards left center. Colsado in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Billy Benjamin will hit next. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
And he blows that one by him at 100. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he'll two. Popped in the air. Left field. Pena under it. 2 down.
The right field.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, Brian Tovar, 1 for 2. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And it's 0-1. Tovar launched a homer in his most recent game.
All one.
fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The 2-1. In for a strike. Good slider.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a swing and a miss. Third out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. We go to the top of the 7th. Digging in, Alfredo Calzado. Trying to bunt his way on.
That ball's foul.
And that's just foul. The 0-1. That one fouled off. Lopes goes 6'1". He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. The 0-2.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th. Via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Aye.
One down. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. The Royals down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch
That's
misses,
ball 2.
and that's ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one in there across the letters.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Got it. 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Felipe Gonzalez. He is singled and he is flied to left.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do
Ball,
it
that's out.
with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on.
Inside, ball 2.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Royals go down 1-2-3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Here's your 1. That one found hard the other way. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. One up, one down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Yeah!
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Nope.
His understanding of the
Outside.
strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That's the first changeup we've seen today, and a perfect time to offer it up. Back to the top of the order, Alonso Gomez Phelps. The next to hit, 1 for 3. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Lions on top 3-1. The left-hander on now, Mark Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off to the Warriors, the designated hitter, Heath Whitmer.
Bounced up the middle. Whips it to first.
He's out.
Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next to the Warriors, the third baseman, Bradford Rivera.
Oh, that's
Moving in the
just out.
bullpen, Freddie Lindstrom. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. McLaughlin, the right-hander, also getting loose. Can't glove it cleanly. Flips it, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the missed play.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
2 outs, base is empty. Henry Lamb steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hey! Ball, that's
Just
outside.
missed. Close one, doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Up next to the Warriors, the catcher, Bobby Winworski.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Luis Pena. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. And that's in at the knees for a strike. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That's a really good take.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Royals strand a pair, and they still trail it here, 3-1. And we're back. Leading off, number 93.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Sliced hard but foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 1 away.
The batter number 7. Shortstop, Cody Berger.
Stepping in, Cody Berger. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game. He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In the air, left field. Pena under it. And there are 2 down. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that.
That was straight queso right there. Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That one almost got him. Him out looking with the off-speed stuff. The Lions have the advantage, 3-1. Freddie Lindstrom takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hey!
On the corner for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Swing and a ground ball. Gomez Phelps. Over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Inside, ball one.
That one ripped, but foul. Lester, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one lifted to left to Monty. Going back on this one. And there's two down. So they're down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Matt Rucker. The switch hitter batting right. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Knocked him out, and that is the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.